Hey, Multigan family, and welcome back. Okay, get ready because a massive shift is coming to the way we all use UPI. Starting August 1st, 2025, the NPCI is rolling out 7 major new rules that are going to change a lot, from how you check your balance to how failed transactions get handled. We're going to break down exactly what these changes are and, maybe more importantly, what they mean for you. Let's get right into it.
First off, let's just try to wrap our heads around the scale we're talking about here. The UPI system is now handling over 12 billion transactions. And that's not per year. That is every single month. It's just an incredible number. And it really shows you how UPI has become the backbone of India's digital economy. But, that kind of wild success, it comes at a price. A volume that huge puts an insane amount of pressure on the entire infrastructure. We're talking the servers, the networks, basically everything that makes those instant payments even possible. And that pressure, well, it's starting to cause some real-world problems. I mean, we've all been there, right? You're trying to pay for something during a festival or even just during the evening rush, and boom, transaction failed. These are basically UPI's growing pains, and it's exactly why this change is so necessary. The system's just struggling to keep up, especially when everyone's using it at once.
So, to fix this, the National Payments Corporation of India, or NPCI, has stepped in. Their goal, as you can see, is pretty straightforward. Strengthen the whole thing, manage the heavy load, and make UPI more efficient and stable for all of us. So, they're not just putting on a Band-Aid here. They're doing some serious work under the hood to keep UPI reliable.
All right, so let's get into the first batch of changes. You can think of these as some really important improvements to the engine. You might not see them directly, but they're absolutely crucial to make sure the whole system runs smoothly and doesn't just, fall over.
First up, change number 1, the balance check limit. From now on, you'll be able to check your bank balance through a UPI app up to 50 times a day. Now, why are they doing this? Well, it turns out that some apps are constantly pinging bank servers just to refresh the balance, which creates a ton of unnecessary digital traffic. Honestly, for almost all of us, 50 checks a day is way more than enough, and this simple change is going to reduce that server strain a lot.
And change number 2 is pretty similar, the account fetch limit. Now, your UPI app will only load the full list of all your linked bank accounts a maximum of 25 times a day. Just like the balance check rule, this is all about cutting down on that low-priority background noise to make the whole system and your app feel a lot faster and more responsive. Now, to really get what's happening with the next couple of rules, it really helps to think of the UPI network as this huge digital highway. And just like a real highway, when it's rush hour, it can get totally jammed up with traffic. Which brings us to change number 3, which is all about managing that traffic during rush hour. So the new peak hours are defined as 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. and then again from 5 p.m. to 9 p.m. If your payment fails during these times, your app will now only try again automatically 3 times. This stops one failed payment from getting stuck in an endless retry loop and just adding to the traffic jam. The real benefit for you is you find out it failed much faster, so you can just move on and try a different way to pay. And the 4th rule continues this idea of keeping the digital highway flowing smoothly. It's called transaction speed control. Basically, banks and payment apps now have to actively manage their transactions per second, or TPS. So think of it like a traffic management system for the whole network, making sure no single app or bank can cause a jam and that the system stays stable for everyone. Okay, so that covers all of the important stuff happening in the background. But what about the upgrades that you'll actually notice day to day? Let's talk about what's in it for you and how these rules are actually going to improve your experience.
Now for change number 5, and this one is a really smart move. The system is now going to process all your automatic payments, things like EMIs, bills, and subscriptions during non-peak hours. By moving all those scheduled payments off the digital highway during rush hour, it frees up a ton of bandwidth. It means your important recurring payments have a much, much higher chance of going through without a hitch. So, in short, fewer failed EMIs just because the system was busy.
Change number 6 is another huge win for us as users. The whole process for getting refunds and handling disputes is getting a major upgrade. This means you should get your money back much faster when a transaction fails. And the whole process will be clearer, more transparent, making it way easier to track what's happening with a complaint you file. And that brings us to the bottom line. With all of these upgrades and system changes, it's totally natural to ask the one question that's probably on everyone's mind. Is this going to cost me money? So let's just put it out there nice and clear. With all these new rules coming into effect, will you, the person using UPI every day, be charged for making payments?
And the answer is a big, simple, and very clear no. Your regular person-to-person UPI payments are going to stay completely free. So what's all this chatter about a new fee? Well, this is the 7th and final change. So let's be super clear. A new fee is being introduced, but it has nothing to do with you. This is an internal fee that is paid by the big payment apps like PhonePe or Google Pay to the banks that are sending the money. It just helps the banks cover their costs for running the whole thing. The bottom line for you is exactly the same. Your UPI payments stay 100% free. So let's just do a super quick recap. The new system limits? They mean a more stable, less clogged up network for all of us. The auto-pay shift means your important bills are way more reliable. You'll get your money back faster with better refunds. And, most importantly, the aggregator fee means the system stays healthy while UPI remains totally free for you to use. These are all upgrades designed to make the system we all rely on even better.
So there you have it, the 7 big changes coming to UPI in 2025, all designed to make our experience faster, safer, and more reliable. But it does bring up a pretty interesting question, doesn't it? Is this the future of digital money? A kind of trade-off where we accept a few small limits in exchange for a system that's almost perfectly stable? What do you think about all this? Let us know down in the comments. And hey, if this explainer helped you out, don't forget to like, subscribe to Multigun, and hit that bell icon so you never miss an update. Thanks for watching.